so saturated, and the big dogs were just snatching them from under us.
Yeah.
Trust the process. Pray about everything.
Yeah.
It's been so many times that you're like, okay, forget this. Like, this must not be for us. But buying my first property, so I could have used that to house hack to start my investment portfolios. Redefine the pathway to what home ownership looks like. Aside, kissing babies, shaking hands, get out there, make yourself known what you're doing.
We want to make God happy in everything that we do. So we just keep that mindset, staying positive, pray without ceasing.
Pray without ceasing. Yeah. All right, welcome to a special episode of the Blueprint Podcast. We have left the studio. Guys, we are in Santa Fe, Texas. We are here for a unique opportunity to talk to my friends Adele, Gabby, and Jessica. They are doing a fix and flip out here in Santa Fe. So we're gonna go tour the property, talk about the goals that they have for this fix and flip. The property will be coming to the market in the next couple of weeks. It'll be exciting investment property or opportunity for a first-time home buyer out here in the Santa Fe area. But before we go look at the house and talk more, why don't you guys introduce yourselves so people kind of know who you are and what you do.
Sure. So I'm Adele.
I'm Gabrielle.
And together we're A&G Moguls. We're sisters in service and we're sisters in Christ.
And our mission is to provide stable housing for our underserved communities. So we do a lot of property revitalization and investing in homes to make them pretty, uplift our neighborhoods, and also make affordable housing for those who want to call a place home.
Jessica?
Hi, my name is Jessica Madrano. I am the owner of Exclusive Construction Services, and I work with investors, local investors, on properties that they're looking to remediate, to bring to the community, to add value. And so we partner in ways where we can help provide the service of the renovation, the design aspects, and just kind of collaborate together and, getting the property to where it needs to be at its max equity for the partnership. So I have construction and design and real estate needs assessed here with them.
So, okay. Well, you guys ready to go look at the property?
Yeah, let's.
Okay, well, follow us. We're going to go check it out.
Somebody has that to it anyway. It wasn't All right, ladies, let's take a look at what we've got here inside. So with this house, it was actually had very good sturdy bones, and so what we wanted to do was really just bring it updated a little bit more with the small opening that existed in between the kitchen and the living area. Just made the space feel really small. So we opened the wall, allowing for that natural light to come in. We also had, remember, that solid wall or solid door in the back, and then again adding doors that have glass, allowing that natural light to come in, really makes small spaces feel bigger. So that was kind of the thought process here, was stay with making sure that we're assessing the mechanical aspects of the home, structurally making sure that the home is sound. Unfortunately, when you're looking at a flip or you're looking at an investment property, you want to look at things that potentially you have to keep, that aren't the smartest thing to invest your money in. When you have smaller spaces, you want to make sure to keep things in perspective with your budget. So, windows, trim, we tried to keep exactly what was here and preserve that, but still come back later and we're going to paint it and make it nice and bright in here. It's just going to be a whole new space.
Exciting.
Got it. Okay, and so we have a really unique property here where you guys have this front unit here, and then we also have the back unit, which we'll show. People will see that. And that was like a shed that you are turning into 2 bedrooms, right? So this one's 1 bedroom, 1 bath. That one's going to be 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Kind of talk about that process. Like, kind of how did y'all come to that conclusion that we're going to do, add extra room in the back?
Yeah. So, when we were exploring the opportunity of what the property could bring and maximizing the amount of equity that we could bring to it, you start thinking, okay, well, you already have an established designated space for a kitchen, designated space for a bathroom, and then you have this awkward space that's kind of like a wall separating, but it could really be another bedroom. It had the ability, it was already attached to the structure with the roof. Those are things that you look at, will the cost aspect in, renovating that space and adding that extra bedroom really push more value. And we think it definitely would.
Does.
Allowing that to, be part of the plan was something that, we talked about and thought would be a great.
Yeah. And in terms of marketing, this really gives us some really creative messaging in terms of who the buyer might be, right? So we're thinking about potential person who maybe it's an income generating property, it's kind of almost like a multifamily kind of to a degree, or someone who maybe, has family members in mother-in-law suite, maybe a family member lives in the back and family lives in the front. So there's some unique opportunities that really give us opportunity to just be different and add something unique to the market. So we're really excited about this one.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, like we said, guys, this property is under construction, so we're not gonna really show you much. Like it's, there's construction stuff everywhere. So we're gonna go talk more about Adele and Gabby's story and tell you a bit more about what it takes to actually be an investor and do a fix and flip. So let's move on to the next step, next part. We'll start with you. What was the process? Also, I just love y'all's vibe, by the way. Y'all are such sisters. This is so fun. So I want to get into y'all's roles and stuff too, but why don't you tell us what was the process to finding this deal? Because y'all have an awesome opportunity here. What was the process like?
Yeah. So Michael, you've been with us kind of on our journey from where we started. It's definitely been a year of testimony to our faith. And so we basically had a lot of trials. Tribulations, failed deals, and whatnot, but it took a year for us to surrender to what God wanted for us. And so this is how we ended up with our first flip. Just trusting the process. And we know that He's in the deal because everything has gone so seamless from the closing to now our rehabbing it. Everything is is just
so
peak.
how were y'all looking for deals? Were y'all just driving for dollars, wholesalers? What was that like?
We were mainly on the MLS, and so
Interesting.
and we were in the city trying to find deals, and it's so saturated, and the big dogs were just snatching them from under us. And so with relationships as well, we had some opportunity, but that deal fell through. And we joined an investor group, and so Caleb Monroe, he's a realtor in the city, and he has an investor group on IG. And so he posts probably 2 to 3 deals a week.
Nice.
And he posted this deal, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but hey, lock me in. Sign the contract to us. And so we worked it out, and we're here now.
So I think what's unique about that is because you guys are looking for properties on the MLS, most investors look off market, right? So you guys are kind of shifting through looking for unique opportunities, which might be a differentiator, right? And when you talk to investors, typically you want to try to find some way to do what other people aren't doing, right? And so I love that y'all took that approach, and that has worked out, and it's kind of led you to this. Gabby, what's the goal with this flip? Why are y'all doing this?
The goal is we're using this as an entryway to build our capital. We want to make sure we're making a space that is welcoming, inviting. So we want to make sure that we are transforming it so that somebody can actually live here, invest in this, and make it a beautiful space.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And are y'all planning to just keep doing more fix and flips?
Absolutely.
What's the thing?
So once we sell this, when we sell it, we're going to reinvest it. When you sell it, we're going to reinvest it and then do another. So that we can work our way to investing in multifamily. To provide supportive housing for our young adults that age out of foster care.
Okay, I love that, and we're gonna provide y'all did a video kind of breaking that down in more detail, so we're gonna link that in the description for folks to kind of hear a little bit more about just y'all's philanthropic heart. I think that's so important. And so y'all aren't just investors who are out here trying to just make money for yourself. Y'all are also trying to give back to the community as well. And so I love that. So what's something y'all are most excited about for this flip? Obviously making money, doing your first flip, but are there anything that y'all are like, yo, this particular aspect I'm just really excited about?
For me, I'm just excited for us to be able to redefine the pathway to what home ownership looks like. And so using this property to show people that with the affordable housing crisis going on, there are other opportunities to create housing for people who don't have it. And so just using this property for someone to see the value that either it can be a dual income, like you said, multifamily, having your family here, but house hacking as young adults. I wish I would have known that buying my first property, I could have used that to house hack to start my investment portfolio. So just really excited to see who ends up in the house, see their faces, because we want them to love it as much as we do.
Yeah, well done. You want to add anything?
I think I'm most excited about the final transformation of the property. And like you said, getting a homeowner in here, seeing their smiling face, this investment, because they don't just have one home there.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. And just to see our vision come alive to fruition. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so you guys are a team, sisters. Y'all do this thing. Sisters in service. I love that. That's like such a good tagline. How long? Okay, y'all killed that intro. So like, did y'all practice that, or y'all just got it down?
Well, we've been introducing ourselves a lot lately.
Okay.
So.
Which I also love that too. In terms of investors, y'all are just putting yourself out there and just like creating space for opportunity to come to you, which I love that. A lot of people are just like hiding behind the computer looking for deals. You guys are out here in the community, going to the groups, like Okay. So, how do y'all divide up the work in terms of y'all's roles? Like, who does what? How does that aspect work?
So we like to play on each of our strengths, but also availability. So I am a pharmacist by profession.
Okay.
Gabby is an educator. So she's usually at work during the day. So I'm the face of the business outside, kissing babies, shaking hands, trying to get the deals. But Gabby handles everything behind the scenes, administration,
admin, all the branding, the mindset. Just kind of staying afloat with Adele because she's an executor. And I'm very blessed to have a partner that executes.
Yeah, exactly. That's super important.
Because she works at night and then during the day we're doing this. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, it's definitely a partnership though. So I'm blessed to have my sister in service.
That. And I think we're in an environment where if you're buying, selling real estate in 2024 in the United States, there are compromises that have to be made at some point. Unless you got a big bag of money, you're going to compromise in some way. And so I love that you guys are finding your way to compromise to get this done and to get to where y'all want to go. So what's something y'all have learned that you would want to share with a newbie investor? So like if you could go back to yourself a year ago and you would be like, hey, don't do that, do this, whatever, what would you say? Because that's how I met you guys. We're like working with young investors, trying to learn the game, right? And so kind of what are some things y'all want to teach somebody watching that's like, I want to do that too?
Yeah, I feel like it's all about your mindset. Like we were so thirsty a year ago and didn't have any experience in what we were doing. We just wanted something. But this year has really taught us patience, resilience, focusing on our purpose and faith. That's kind of where Mogul Mindset was birthed. Get your shirts online and moguls.com. Shameless plug. So we just had to be able to pivot. I've learned that it's all in God's timing. Like I've realized that everything I was trying to make happen on my own wasn't in God's will because I didn't have the peace of mind that I have right now. And so I would just say to be patient. I know it sounds bad because I'm the most impatient person, but be patient, rely on your relationships that you create, and then just stay focused.
I would say trust the process. Keep your faith. Pray about everything. Don't think that you are in control. What is for you will be for you. God will not let that pass you by. Just go on the journey. Like it is not going to just fall in your lap every time. When you get on there, you looking for deals, and you're trying to find realtors. It's just not going to happen like that. You have to stay the course. Pray about it, have faith, and trust the process.
Don't give up. It's been so many times that you're like, okay, forget this. Like, this must not be for us. But just stay in the course.
Is there anything practical that you guys did in terms of like how you negotiated for your deal? I know you found it from your Facebook post or Instagram. Like, is there anything that you would say to a newbie investor that is looking for their first deal, or maybe how to find their first? Like, what's something that y'all saw that y'all knew? Okay, this is the opportunity.
Relationship building, like partnerships. So if it wasn't for going to investor meetups, making networking, making those connections. So Caleb posted the deal, and then we had our hard money lender, who we're all in connection. And through there, I met Jessica not too long ago at one of those investor meetups that was hosted by the hard money deal. So it's kind of like all in one stop shop of people, because we were in the right places at the right times, making that connection. So
I love that.
practically get out there, make yourself known, what you're doing, build
Y'all even hosted
relationships.
your own events. So I know it was for the nonprofit, but you guys are also like, y'all are going to events, but you're also creating opportunity for people to come to you as well. So y'all would say, if you're a newbie investor, you got to get out there, shake the hands, kiss the babies, like connect with people, build relationships. Don't go to the networking events and sit in the back. Like, you got to get in there, shake everybody's hand, talk to everyone, tell them what you're trying to do, right? You can't just assume that something is going to come to you, right? You got to go out and put yourself in a position to be ready. Yeah, you guys have mentioned your faith all through this episode. So talk about how y'all's faith has impacted this, because it seems like, you know, you guys are attributing the Lord for a lot of this, right? So talk about that process and how God has played into this.
Yeah.
Prayer. I pray without ceasing. We pray without ceasing.
Yeah.
Even when we had setbacks and we're texting each other, we're like, you know what? We're just throwing the towel. I'm not going to do it. No, let's pray about it. And then God just talks to you. He gives you that vision to keep going.
Right.
We're built for this. We feel like this is our assignment to do this. We want to make God happy in everything that we do. So we just keep that mindset, staying positive, pray without ceasing.
Pray without ceasing. Yeah.
Sure. I would say that our mission, like you said, we're making an impact through what we're doing. It's really not about the money. The money is great as a business, but we want to be able to spread God's word through what we're doing, through the work we're creating, through the people we're meeting. And so just building our business on our faith, and so giving glory to God, and just making people aware of what we're doing is because of Him, and things can come to fruition for other people because of that.
I love that. And yeah, that's right in mission with what this podcast is even about, right? Our whole goal is to help people grow their faith, build wealth, and make smart real estate decisions. And so you guys are kind of a combo episode. I've had 2 combo episodes in a row where I'm like, man, everything we're trying to do, you guys are doing it. And so we're really excited about this project. So one thing that we're doing, obviously this is a real estate project. So we are trying to sell this project, right? We are trying to sell this flip. And so we want to start actually just letting the market know what's coming, right? And so part of marketing for this episode is one, like we can kind of get a soft pull out there, like, hey, listen, like here's who are the people who are building it, here's what the project is about. And so you'll see over the coming weeks like more content coming out for this project, so you can really just follow the process. You can, if you're a flipper, just like follow AG Moguls on Instagram. Is it
ANDG Moguls?
Yeah.
That's on our Instagram account.
Yeah.
And then on our website, www.agmoguls.com, you can definitely read more about us, purchase your shirts there. And then we'll also include how you can learn more about our nonprofit, Your Community Oasis, as well.
Absolutely. So follow them. You also see some stuff on my page as well. We're going to be going to Facebook. We're going to run the same play. We're going to be connecting with investors in the area, talking to our neighbors, knocking on doors, connecting with the employers in the area. This is like Santa Fe is like a more of a working class rural town. So the people here are very connected. So we're just going to go talk to our neighbors and just like hope that somebody's in the right position. It's the perfect opportunity for them, and put ourselves in position to sell this property. And so if you have any more questions, feel free to drop that in the comments, whether you're watching on YouTube, you're listening on Spotify, or you're seeing a clip on TikTok or Instagram. Wherever you're watching at, you want more information on this really awesome, unique property in Santa Fe, Texas, whether you're an investor or you're looking for your first time and you want to buy a house, we can help you. So anything else you guys want to lead with before we sign out today?
We just want to thank you for the opportunity. Always, we appreciate and value the relationship with you. And guys, just stay. We're here to show you the real, the good, the bad, and the ugly of our journey. And so we want you to be a part of that. And so just stay tuned. Right. Mogul mindset, baby.
Thanks for watching the Blueprint Podcast. We'll see y'all next time.
Okay.
So what are your shoes about?
My shoes. This was for homecoming 2 years ago. We wanted to do something different because Adele and I like to do different things, and it was her idea to get Barbie Crocs. I didn't get the actual Barbie Crocs, so I made my own for my sorority, and it went with my outfit. And they're just so comfortable. I teaching them, I educating them. The kids talk about them, but I mean, stilettos and pumps in the school. That's my Croc story.
Myself to be quiet.
What's the goal with this? Why are y'all doing this?
welcoming, inviting.
We do.
Yeah, love that.
Same.
Anything?
I think I'm most excited about the